In this tutorial, we will be discussing the Exam 2 review for Part 2, mainly with alkanes in Chapter 10. You need to know how to name the alkanes via IUPAC. This means that you're going to need to know the longest chain. You need to know that they're all single bonds and the constituents, etc. Know the prefixes and the number of carbons, things along those lines. So you'll have a list that you may have seen where you have to actually memorize all the prefixes like mono, di, tri, tetra. Make sure those are all memorized. Make sure you know how to name the substituent by saying instead of methane, it's methyl. Okay, so when you're naming them, first thing you want to do is find the longest chain. So with this situation, notice that it curved down here. You want to, when you try to find the longest chain, you're looking for the longest amount that's all connected to each other. Notice that every single one of these are connected to the other. And once you find the longest chain, count how many carbons you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7, which is hept. They're all single bonds, so it's heptane. Now look at what's not circled. We have 2 carbons here, 1 here, here, and here. The ones that are singles are methyl groups. The one that has 2 carbon, 2 is eth, so this becomes ethyl. Alright, so now with counting. If we count from this direction, we have 1, 2, 3. If we count from this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we get to the substituents closer by the right-hand side, that's where we're going to actually count from. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we look at it alphabetically. Eth is alphabetically before meth, so therefore it's on the 4th carbon. So 4 ethyl. Then we have 3 methyl groups. There's 2 on 3, and there's 1 on the 4th carbon. So it'd be 3, 3, 4, I ran out of room, methyl, heptane. Let's try another one. Once again, you're looking for the longest chain. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no matter what, I'm going to have 8. So I'm going to add all those together. So 8 carbons is oct. It's all single bonds, so it's going to be octane. It's going to be an ane. Now let's circle what's not circled. We have an ethyl group here because there's 2 carbons, a propyl group here because there's 3 carbons, and a propyl group here because there's 3 carbons. So if we start from the right hand side, 1, 2, it would start on carbon 3. If we start on the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So therefore, since we hit a substituent closer from the right, we're going to start on the right hand side for counting. So 3, 4, this becomes 5. Now let's do it alphabetically. This is eth. This is prop. So alphabetically, ethyl comes first. So it becomes 3 ethyl. Then we have 4 and 5 is propyl. So 4, 5, dipropyl. Octane. Alright, I'm going to just show you something real fast. if I were to pick a different order. So if I would have started counting down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's still 8 carbons. And I want the substituents coming off the chain. So here's the ethyl, here's the propyl, here's a propyl. Okay, look at the longest chain here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still going to be 3 ethyl, 4, 5 dipropyl octane. So, in theory, even if you don't count it the exact same way as somebody else, it doesn't necessarily mean your numbers are going to be off. Don't focus more on that. Just focus on trying to find the longest chain. Alright, so let's try another one. First thing you want to do is find the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter what, you're going to have 4. So here's my longest chain. 4 carbons is bute, all single bonds, so it's butane. Alright, so let's look at the substituents. 1, 2, 3. So, these are all methyls. Because there's 3 of them, it's going to end up being trimethyl. Now let's look at our numbers. 1, 2, or 1, 2. No matter what, we're going to hit it with 2. Since there's more coming off of it coming from the right, because there's 2 on this one and only 1 on this one, that's the direction I'm going to count on. So it's 2, 2, 3, trimethyl butane. Find the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either way, it's going to be the same. I'm just going to pick this way. So 5 is pent. Single bond, so it's going to be pentane. You have a methyl group here, a methyl group here, and an ethyl group. So from there, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to be counting from the right. I have alphabetically, this is an ethyl group, this is a methyl group, this is a methyl group. So I'm going to do ethyl first. So 3 ethyl, then 2, 3 dimethyl, pentane. Alright, this is our last example. Find the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you've done enough of these, they start kind of jumping out at you. So it really just takes practice. So 8 carbons is oct, all single bonds, so octane. Coming off of that, we have something here, 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 and here. These are all methyl groups. This is an ethyl group. Counting. If we start from the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we start from the left, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, sorry. So therefore we're going to start from the left this time. So we have 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do ethyl first because it's alphabetical, so it's on the 4th carbon. So 4 ethyl. 2, 3, 3, 4. Tetramethyl for 4. Octane. Alright, so that gives you a review on how to name the alkanes. Alright, so know the difference between alkane, alkene, and alkyne. Alkane is single bonds, where alkenes are double, and alkynes are triple. Know what functional groups are, and you need to memorize them. You have an entire list in your book. It's a whole chart. You need to memorize them because your questions are going to be along the lines of which functional group is here. So you need to be able to identify them. Know the difference between covalent and ionic. So covalent bonds are being shared. Know that carbon and hydrogen make a nonpolar covalent bond. That's important. Ionic bonds are where one atom completely gives up its electron to the other. So the metal gives up its electrons to the nonmetal, or the cation gives up its electrons to the anion. Finally, know what isomers are. Know that isomers have the same chemical formula. So it could be could have C5H12. But the arrangements are different. So one could look like this with hydrogens coming off of it, and the other one could just be 5 carbons in a row. So know that they're the exact same chemical formula, but the atoms are bonded differently. Know what organic compounds are. So they're compounds containing carbon and hydrogen. And how you know you have one. You're looking for carbon and hydrogen. Sometimes I'll have oxygen, sometimes I'll have nitrogen, but it's primarily carbon and hydrogen. More specifically know what a hydrocarbon is. Hydrocarbon only has hydrogen and carbon. That's it. Know how many covalent bonds and valence electrons carbon has. Carbon has 4 valence electrons and 4 covalent bonds, which is why it's always arranged like this with 4 lines coming off of it. That's important. All right, and that is your second part of your review for Chem 119 Exam 2.